皆さんこんにちは。そして日本語でチェンジへようこそ。Hello guys, my name is Marcelo and welcome back to 日本語で Change. So in this video, I will be telling you guys how to say this is my blah blah blah, okay? So you can use this phrase when you are introducing somebody from your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or even when you're talking about a object or something that belongs to you, okay? So it can be very useful in daily life in Japan. Okay, so let's have a look at it. So this is mine. In Japanese, we're gonna say これは私の blah 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 this. So you're gonna be putting the name of the person, well, actually the relationship, right? And the name or the name of the object in here. Okay, so we saw in the last video that watashi no means mine. Okay, so a lot of like the same stuff that I told you guys on the last video, but I'm gonna change the examples so we can look at some different examples with the same like structure. Okay, so first of all, これは means this is. Okay, これは. Now, wa is not necessarily is just something that we use together. Okay, so my hint for you guys is memorize as a set of words as a group, because it's kind of hard to translate. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense if you want to find what does it translate into when you put it into English or other languages. Also, we have kore ga, so wa and ga, it can be tricky. Other thing is, if you learn katakana, hiragana, this is the ha, but also in this case, we're going to be pronouncing it as a wa. This is also something that you have to get used to it. So in this case, it's kore wa, okay? Yeah, sorry, if you saw the last video and you were wondering why I was saying wa instead of ha, that's why, okay? Kore wa is just supporting the word kore, which means this. Watashi no we saw means mine, and this we saw already means it's. Okay, so let's have a look in some different examples. First of all, for これは, so this is, for example, これはダメです。これはダメです。Now, ダメ, it's not necessarily a word that came from other languages, but we do write in katakana sometimes. And you could write in hiragana, but it means wrong, okay, or it's not alright. So bad also can mean bad. If you know the emoji that's like this, I think it's a girl that she has her arms like this, right? A lot of people are using that with a different meaning, but actually that emoji means dame, which means no, don't, okay? And in Japanese, when you say dame for somebody, we usually do this, dame, 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 dame. Like you use a lot of Japanese like doing this, and like, what is he doing? What is she doing? They're saying, that's their way, their gesture to say no, don't, it's bad, it's wrong. Okay, so これはダメです。This is wrong. これはダメです。And in this case, これは can mean, the action, or it can mean not necessarily an object or something. I can give my teacher a report, and he can look at it and say, これはダメです. So he's referring to the report, but also it can mean the action, like for example, I came to class late, or I showed up at work late, and my boss say, これはダメですね, meaning the situation is not alright, So これは can mean a lot of things actually. Next one, これはいいね. Well, this would be the opposite of ダメ, right? So this is good. But also, we will say this a lot when we are looking at something and we'll say, wow, this is good, like you can be reading a report, a presentation, or even a picture. So you just took a picture and have a look and like, wow, this is a nice picture. So like, wow, これいいな. It's like that. Next one, see, これはすごいですね。これはすごいです. Japanese people use a lot of sugoi. So sugoi means amazing, spectacular, wow, it's like, it's their way of saying wow. Sugoi, sugoi is like wow, 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 So これはすごいです is like, this is amazing, this is, excellent verb. It's like is ultra. Is a very like good way of saying, you know, it's the maximum. So sugoi. Now let's have a look at Watashi no. We saw in the last video as well, but just some different example. Actually, this one is the same example. これは私のです. This is mine. It's my book. It's not mine. It's the same examples. They are the same examples as the last video. But if you notice in Japanese, I changed the desu for da, and janai. So this is what I want to tell you guys here. So in the last video, I said これは私のです. But in here is これは私のだ. In the last video, 私の本です. But in here, 私の本だ. Okay? And 私のじゃありません was the last video. But here is 私のじゃない. So what is the difference between じゃない and じゃありません? Da and this is that this and じゃありません is the polite language, while that da and じゃない is the not polite. So these ones you're gonna be using to friends or people that you're very comfortable with, co-workers that you know well, you know. So if you have a friend in Japanese, you can feel comfortable using da. But if you just start working, for example, and you start using Japanese like this, people will not like it, you know. If you were a foreigner, they still kind of, you know, understand. But if you are a Japanese person and if you use da instead of this, it's very rude and people can even get fired, you know, like because it just escalates, like people just don't like you and probably is gonna lead to some bullying and stuff. So yeah, but if you watch a TV show or a movie and there's a conversation between friends or even anime, you know, you're gonna hear a lot of these ones because these are the ones that we talk with our family. These are the ones that we talk with our friends. And I told you already that I'm gonna make a video only about this polite language that Japanese has because it's so different from other languages. But anyway, here I'm just gonna mention that. Okay, so please remember these examples and you should be able to use both, to speak both and to understand both. Okay, and the last one, desu. Okay, so different examples from the last lesson. So 日本語です. 日本語です. It's Japanese. Okay, I put Japanese it's here because necessarily it doesn't even like need. Okay, for example, the question can be wow, you're reading in a book and not in English, right? What language is that? And then you answer 日本語です. Japanese. You're not gonna say it's in Japanese. It could be, but it's just 日本語です means everything, okay? Or the next one is 難しいです. The last example I think was hard. So it was like 難しいです. I forgot the last example. But anyway, this one is 難しいです, which means difficult, okay? 大変, yeah, 大変 was hard. 難しい means difficult, okay? Students use a lot for tests and stuff. Even 日本語, you can say 日本語はどうですか? How's Japanese for you? And you say, oh, 難しいです. It's difficult. Okay, and this one, if you are a fan of anime, you probably know by heart. かわいいです. かわいいですね. かわいい means cute. Okay, cute. It's cute. Okay, guys. So I hope you liked the video and I hope to see you on the next video. それではまたですね。バイバイ。